Vigils are planned tonight for students killed in that rampage. KCAL9's Randy Paige is live at Westlake High School, where one of the victims graduated last year. And Randy, we understand you have some details on the gunman after speaking with one of his childhood friends.
That's exactly right. In fact, many of the people who knew Elliot Rodger describe a young man who was far different than the person we see on the videotape he left behind. This is one of them.
I flipped out. I went crazy.
Lucky Radley is describing the moment he saw this video, and he immediately realized the mass murderer in Isla Vista was his childhood friend.
Speechless.
Radley says he got an even greater shock when he saw his name in the 137-page manifesto Elliot Rodger wrote about his tortured life. Speaking of a group of kids his stepmother wanted him to be friends with, Rodger wrote, one of them was a black boy named Lucky Radley. He was a fourth grader, and he would later go to the same middle school as me, where he would become an object of my extreme jealousy and hatred. Looking back, I can't believe I actually played with him as a friend in my father's neighborhood. Then, speaking of Radley's arrival at Rodger's middle school years later, Rodger wrote, he immediately became popular with the pretty girls of his grade. I hated him for it.
I mean, I didn't even know I was popular with the girls. You know, I was just friendly to everybody.
Radley describes the Elliot Rodger he knew as a smart loner who never looked him in the eye and had very little to say.
He would have, you know, one-word answers. You know, I never really heard him speak.
That is, until Radley saw this video. He says he couldn't believe his eyes.
If I can't have you, girls, I will destroy you.
I don't know. I didn't know who that was. The guy that I knew wouldn't say a word.
Now, Radley says he stares in disbelief at the childhood friend he thought he knew.
I can't wrap my mind around it. It's tough. It's tough.
And coming up this evening here at Westlake High School, a candlelight vigil will be held for all of the victims, particularly Veronica Weiss, who attended school here and was on the water polo team. As friends of the victims, as well as friends of the man responsible for this carnage, are trying to figure out why this had to happen. Live at Westlake, Randy Paige, KCAL9 News.